The following program contains adult language, descriptions of fantasy violence, and a general lack of skill, talent, and quality. Audience discretion is advised.
Last time on Party of 5e.
These people, they're writing very intently, very quickly, right at all of you guys. And so everyone, let's roll for initiative.
What? Oh my gosh.
That's going to be 10 non-lethal, so I'm going to use the back end of my glaive.
All right. So yeah, so this guy definitely drops down. He is very unconscious.
So I do have some rope in my inventory, so we can tie this guy up.
So yeah, you guys are able to wrangle these horses eventually and make your way back. So yes, you guys have taken these three bodies really, into the forest, away from prying eyes of anyone who might pass on the road. As you guys sit down, you hear a voice, a voice of a older gentleman, and says, "Hello, my friends. Welcome. Please, stay a while and listen."
And now, the continuation.
So you all went to make camp. Aust and Luke have got back from retrieving the horses. You hear this voice from behind you, and you turn around and you see this kindly old man in a gray robe and a staff, and it looks like he had just come from this tiny little shack of a house that you could swear was not there just a moment ago. So he's looking at all of you, and looking around at the questionable pile of bodies that you have there, and of course the tiny little companion that you have, still wearing the brown robes and whatnots from the disguise that you made for him, right? Do we remember that?
Does he still fit?
Has
he grown anymore?
Not yet. It's literally the same day as that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Or at least the next day. Like, oh, they grow up so fast.
They do.
So yeah, you guys turn around. You see this little shack you could swear wasn't there out in the middle of the forest just moments ago. And he takes a look at each of you all, and he kind of walks up to where you guys are with the fire, and kind of brings up a little stump or a little stool or something, and he just sits down and he kind of looks at all of you. He's like, what brings all of you here?
Well, who are you, sir?
Oh, me? Oh, my name? Well, used a name in a while. Let's go with Deckard.
I'm rolling insight on this guy.
Oh my god, yeah, no kidding.
So what are you inciting? What would you like to know?
Well,
I'm trying to.
I rolled a 10, so I don't know if I'm going to get much regardless.
Okay.
But just, I think I was a little sketched out by him just being like, "Oh, I haven't used a name in a while. What is my name? What
And
will
he's
I go
within
with?"
2 hours of town. I mean,
Like, out of nowhere. So I'm just a little sketched out by
Yeah.
this guy. So I got a 10 on the insight, just trying to get the sketch vibe, basically.
Sure.
oh,
I mean,
I got 15. So
okay. Seems like his name is Deckard. At least that is probably how you say it in common.
okay.
So what all would...
Deckard, where are you from?
Me? Oh, I've been here for quite some time. I've been everywhere, so you could say I'm of the world.
Why are you here, Deckard?
No no particular reason. I've been lots of places, and this just happened to be a nice place to set up shop. And you all seemed like nice individuals. I thought I would come and have a chat and see what you all are up to.
Well, we just recently had some men on horseback try to kill us, so how do we know that you're friendly?
Well, how did you know that they were friendly? Or not?
Well, they tried to kill
It
me.
was the presence of the swords for the most part.
Right.
Ah, that's a good one. He looks around and... I have no swords. I haven't tried to kill you. Does...
He makes a fit.
So in that moment, as you guys are a little skeptical, a little obviously very what's the word I'm looking for?
Apprehensive?
Yes, that's exactly it. Thank you so much. Very apprehensive to interact with this individual, and so Fayal kind of takes notice, and Fayal starts to walk up towards him. And again, this man is sitting on this little stool or stump or whatever it is that he kind of brought up. So Fayal is almost at eye level, and much like you've seen before, it just looks like they're just kind of staring at each other. And based on what you guys have seen previously, it probably looks like Fayal is speaking only to him, because we all know that he only speaks telepathically, right? So far. So he's, it looks like they're staring very intently at each other, and he's like, interesting. I haven't seen much of your kind lately. Perhaps the rumors are true. Really? She did what? When you see her again, you... Hang on. He reaches into his pocket, and he takes out a handful of little stones, little metallic-looking stones, a silver, a brass-looking, just a handful. And he's like, if you ever need anything, be sure to call. And he places a very bright yellow-looking-ish one, probably a brass, little pebble. Hands it to Fayal, and is like, and if you hear from the next time you speak with Adira, and he takes out a copper stone. It's like, you tell her I gave you this one. And he hands him a little copper pebble.
Speaking of Adira, didn't Adira kind of appear to us in a shack? Like out of nowhere?
Kinda.
Okay.
These shack people,
Yeah.
Is it a love shack?
Copyright. No.
If we sing it out of tune, I don't think it's copy.
Yeah.
That's how rock
I'll
bands got away
rephrase
with it.
that.
We have 3 musicians.
Just change the key. It's a cover. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's fair use. It's fair use.
Hilarious.
Let's see where I lost my place.
He was handing us 100 gold.
Yes. He's handing you something.
Yeah, Decker, what do you have there? What stones are those?
These are just we'll call them calling stones. He just puts the rest of them in his pocket.
So, you use them to get in touch?
Oh, this little fellow here. If you ever need anything, you know what to do with them. And so, and then he turns to you. It's like, if you ever need any assistance, ask your friend here. He'll know what to do.
What kind of assistance?
Could be
What
anything.
services
If you have,
do you provide?
if you have,
Is what I'm trying to.
well, I guess it depends on your situation. If you need knowledge, if you need help with something, or depending on if the circumstances are more dire, perhaps I can intervene more practically.
So, could I ask you for assistance?
Of course.
Could I call upon you, please? Could you be so much less vague?
Yes.
Yeah.
Please help me.
I need
It is my
knowledge.
time of need.
I need knowledge of what you do.
Perhaps a diary of some sort.
Jeremy.
Some sort of.
We're just trying to understand exactly what it is we would call upon you for.
It's
Like my pal Luke here mentioned, not being so vague. Be a little bit more direct with your words.
Unless you're. I mean, Payal. What? I mean, do you know what he's talking about?
So, Fael turns and he's like, "Oh yes, Deckard he is a wise sage. It is he is very similar to Adira, who we had met previously. They have a lot in common." And then he kind of looks up at Deckard. It's like, "I'm afraid I can't divulge too much at this moment. However, he does mean us no harm. And in fact, he probably can be quite insightful if we were to ask, well, when we ask for his assistance." So as Deckard kind of looks around, seeing if there's not any more, questions or anything, just kind of. Oh, yeah, well, so what all brings you here? It seems that this isn't exactly your neck of the woods, as it were.
Well, we were attacked, and so
I can see what brings them here.
Right. That's what brought us here too.
I see.
We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
And he kind of looks down to Fael, and he's like, "But how all did you meet this young fellow? How? I'm afraid."
Oh, he didn't tell you?
Well, not in so many words. I know why he is here. So Fael, kind of sits down, kind of next to him. The fire is probably only about maybe 10 feet away. So he just Fael just kind of sits down, and he looks out to each of you, and he starts to explain, saying, "We all have been thrust into this situation, mostly, well, not exactly according to anyone of ours plan. I understand why I am here. However, I believe what he is asking is how each of you ended up in this situation. Obviously, in the heat of the moment, you all, whether it was self-preservation or some sense of some heroic sense to try to assist me. But how did you all get here? How did you get... Well, they say sometimes you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. How is it that you happened into the place and the time that we all started? We haven't had much time really to discuss this. We have been constantly on the move for the fear of something, a greater danger that we could probably all surmise would do great destruction if they knew what we were up to. So, how old did you get to LA? How old did you encounter me? Well, we know the practicalities of that, but what really brought you to this place? He's all kind of looking around at each of you, and
So with that, Aust is going to just kind of have a despondent look on his face, and he's going to pick up a stick and start just poking at the fire and stare at the fire and just be like, that. And then just go silent.
Okay.
So, I'm originally from LA, and when I saw the dragon followers attacking the city, I decided to go check out what was happening. And I was surprised at what was happening in the town and that they were trying to burn everything down. So, and then while that was happening, I met these people and Threa. And ever since I've just been following. I'm usually a merchant, and just always looking for work. So as I'm doing this, I will probably also be looking for work in anything that pops up. So that's why I'm here for the most part.
Dragon followers, you say? And he kind of looks down at Fayal, and again, it looks like they're kind of communicating telepathically. It's like, oh, I see. Dragons. Hasn't been a dragon sighting in this area for quite some time. Has any of you ever seen dragons in person before?
Well, see, everybody keeps saying that. Everybody keeps saying the dragons have not been seen. And yet, we have all seen a dragon. And I have been fighting kobolds for the past few months with a very dear friend of mine back in my holler growing up. And she was taken from me. I don't know where she is. I'm hoping that I can find her. But honestly, trying to follow this trail, trying to figure out where my friend has gone, where she's been taken by these fucking little dragon, fucking people, I stumble upon and I see that, this little dragonborn is trying to be taken away, and I just can't watch that happen again.
I see. Indeed, the idea of dragons not being seen here for a while is true. Until very recently, it would seem.
So as he pokes at the fire, Aust is going to say, I've seen a dragon. And not the dragon that we encountered back in LA. There was another dragon that came and attacked the village that me and my former mentor had been staying in. And it was a black dragon with an aura, some sort of green magical aura about itself. And as it stared at some of the villagers, they instantly dropped dead and never seen anything like it. And he ordered me to run, and as you may know, it's not in my nature to run away from a battle. But I trusted him. So I gathered as many of the villagers as I could, and I went. And that's when I found LA.
He kind of leans on his staff a little bit and kind of puts his elbow on his knee and kind of strokes his chin a little bit more. A black dragon with a green aura. Could be a number of things, actually. I'll need to think on that. Perhaps the dragon that you saw is more than meets the eye.
Sorry, kid.
Very good. It's okay.
More than yeah, that's exactly how it played in my head.
Well, to your point, the reason why you all typically haven't seen a dragon in this region is because for a time this area was protected under the watchful presence of those known as gem dragons. Perhaps your young friend here has been sent as some sort of usher of a new age of gems. As he says that, he kind of he goes back to kind of looking at, Aust, and then kind of back at Fox, and he's noticing the things that you guys have hanging around your neck. And he's taking a little bit of a longer look. Young man, what was your name again?
It's Aust.
Aust.
Aust Laigin.
Master Aust, may I take a look at that amulet around your neck?
You mean give it to you?
Just for a moment.
It's, to be honest, it's the last thing my mentor Gulmir gave me. It's rather precious to me.
I see. Very well. So he kind of stands up a little bit. He's kind of leaning on his staff, and he goes up to you just to kind of take a look at it, just kind of poke at it a little bit. You can see he's not trying to take it from you or anything. Just kind of scratching at it a little bit. May I hold it just momentarily? And he kind of pauses before you actually say anything.
I suppose.
Very well. So he just kind of briefly lifts it away from your breastplate. And he's like, very interesting.
What is that?
What you have there, my friend, is quite special indeed. What you seem to have there, your amulet, seems to have been carved out of the dragon scale of a crystal dragon.
What does that mean?
Oh, well, I will tell you what that means.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you.
No.
Amazing.
That was
great.
Unexpected, sir.
Well, let me tell you a little something about crystal dragons. Typically, they are quite friendly, but they don't often seek out other creatures. Typically, they have a very positive energy amongst their layers. People are generally in a very good mood. They're very happy when they're interacting with the crystal dragon. What you have there, not completely translucent. A little more color. I would say the dragon from which that scale comes is quite young. As crystal dragons grow, their scales, they become far more translucent as they age. The glossy white scales tend to shed away in their younger years. Perhaps it was found by your mentor himself. But yes. I could see. Crystal dragons, however, they are not to be trifled with. They can be quite powerful. They, when they use their breath weapon, it is a bright, gleaming, radiant beam that can do significant damage. Almost seems fitting that you haven't.
And why is that?
Well, I mean, look at you. You see, as you said, you have some sort of noble background. Your armor is very higher class, as it were. You seem to have some kind of noble blood or noble background. Yes, there seems to be a very bright aura upon you. Yes, indeed. Interesting. Then, of course, he turns over to Fox and notices the medallion or the pendant that she has of the and you, what you have around your neck? From whence did that come?
This comes from my own village, as far as I know. My friend and I collected things like this all the time.
Interesting. May I have a look as well?
Absolutely. Tell me more.
Yes, of course. Yes.
I've seen what he's done with your stuff. I don't know.
He kind of takes it and sits back down and kind of puts his staff down. He's like, interesting. And then kind of looks down at Fael. It's like, Indeed. Here you are, good lady.
Thank you, sir.
Have you encountered a dragon before?
I mean, before the one we encountered with, helping Fael, no, but I believe that I've been encountering those who have been working for dragons, perhaps.
Yes, indeed.
I believe.
Yes, there are those who serve and even wish to serve dragons for their own purposes, of course.
I knew they weren't smart enough to pull this off. I knew the wolves weren't smart enough. Sorry.
No. Indeed. Often dragon servants of any sort are quite frequently under the direction of dragons themselves, or at least someone with similar power. However, I believe you have also something quite special as well. It would seem that you have a piece. Yes, a very small piece of a heartstone of a topaz dragon. Yes.
A heartstone?
Yes. It happens sometimes. Sometimes when dragons die, sometimes there is not much left. There could be nothing but a fragment of their former self. Could be found in something as simple as a stone itself. Topaz dragons, however, are... they are not... what's the word? They are a little more... I don't know, deathy.
Deathy?
Well, let me explain. Topaz dragons, they are the embodiment of decay. They view destruction of the natural world as a means of clearing a way for new creation and new growth, much like forest fire clears away dead wood, replenishes the soil, and allows for a forest to regrow even healthier than it was before. Layers of topaz dragons have an intense negative energy. The smell of death and necroses can be found throughout. So it's very interesting. We have light and we have dark. Curious. How about the rest of you? And does anyone else have anything interesting?
No.
I have
Luke.
a rock that's similar to what you were discussing.
Ooh, interesting.
But this one is special. And then I pop him out. Pop the little dragon out.
Yeah, the little
The
wormling
pseudo
guy?
dragon.
Yeah,
Pseudo-dragon.
the deep dragon. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, oh, that is interesting. How old did you encounter this one?
We defeated a dragon recently, and this was all that was left behind.
Interesting. I told you. Curious.
I also have this.
Oh, I see. Let me, May I, please? Oh, interesting. At this point, it's getting a little darker. If you were to look up into the night sky, you see more of the stars, and you can see the moon up in the sky. And as he looks at this, he kind of takes it up and looks, kind of uses the moonlight to kind of look through it. Like, oh, very interesting. Oh, here you are, son.
Thank you.
That one is another interesting one. What you appear to have is the very, very tip of a claw of a moonstone dragon. Curious that you have it within an object, because typically moonstone dragons, they do not seek material items as many other dragons do. They cherish the treasures of others, things that cannot be easily quantifiable. A song sung from the heart, a lock of a loved one's hair, a painting of a favorite place. They've been able to inspire artists, poets by projecting themselves into the realm of dreams to communicate with other creatures that might be near their lairs. They use a form of dream communication. Whenever a creature that can understand something, can understand a language, when they sleep, they enter this state of a trance. It's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. How you have found such a thing. Well, if there's...
I guess I'm just not as special as you all.
Oh, nonsense. Nonsense, young man. I mean, look at the company that you keep. That surely must mean something to you. You are in quite a special, especially with this one here, gesturing down to Lukthaen, and then Lukthaen telepathically. No one else can hear this. Fayal asks you. No one else can hear this. Lukthaen, what of the book? from your master. It is not my place, however, perhaps he can answer a question that you didn't know that you had.
I kind of look at the others and
You've been through so much.
how they've,
You don't
especially,
know. You don't know what he's
yeah,
No, I know, I'm
especially
saying.
Aust and how like his backstory kind of has some parallels to mine, and like how he came upon his items also kind of similar. That a mentor passed it on. So seeing kind of them and how they offered it up, and then with Faye kind of helping me put two and two together, I'll reach into my robes and produce the book, and it's only then, like, legitimately I wasn't being stupid before, like I didn't put two and two together, that the stone could have like magical properties like beyond just being badass. So I'll kind of show it to
Oh. May I, son? Oh, yes, indeed. Goes to take a look at it a little bit, and as you're watching him, obviously you were very reluctant. You might even be a little nervous based on what he may or may not say. But you can also see that he's not trying to open the book. Right? So he's just, yes, indeed. I'll cut that out. And almost again, you could probably glean that he understands that a wizard's spell book is pretty personal. So he's just like putting a hand over it. Looks down at Fayal again. Interesting. Oh. Here you are, son.
Thank you.
What was your name again, son?
Lukthaen.
Lukthaen. Well, you have something quite special there as well. Don't sell yourself short. Then he starts to explain. What you have there, the gemstone upon the cover of your book, it seems to be a bit of a heartstone as well, albeit much more... what's the word I'm looking for?
Fine.
Thank you, that's a good one. The stone you have there seems to be a bit of a heartstone as well, albeit much more refined than simply a found stone, but what you have there is a piece of a sapphire dragon. Sapphire dragons. Curious. Sapphire dragons, they don't seek so much as appreciate conflict. Yes. It is the very nature of a sapphire dragon. They are militant and territorial. They defend their lairs fiercely. They'll ambush any intruders upon who try to happen upon their lairs. They plot their assaults. Any adversaries, they will. It is not reckless. It is calculated. It is measured. The centerpiece of a sapphire dragon's hoard is usually very cataloged and collected. Oftentimes, war gear, ancient relics of immense power. Interesting indeed. Sapphire dragons also, they are known for their thunder breath, thunder damage. It's a cacophony of damage that they can do. Interesting indeed.
So, Deckard, let me ask you. All of these dragons you listed, are these part of the gem dragon cadre that were defending the realm, or are they a different?
No, that is precisely correct. They are all a type of gem dragon. I'm sure you've heard of chromatic dragons, red dragons and such. And perhaps you've heard of metallic dragons, gold dragons, that sort of thing. But the lesser-known gem dragons, they are not to be underestimated. They are quite powerful. In fact, in some ways, perhaps even more powerful than chromatics. Perhaps it is not a coincidence that you all have been chosen. Again, he looks down at Haugh, seeing his very purpley skin. Saying, It would seem that the origin of these draconic gifts that you all have, they're fitting for some, and complete opposite for others. These items, the way that you all have obtained these items, seem to have been a little out of your control. Much like the situation you are in at this very moment. But I suppose the real question is, what powers do these artifacts truly have in store for each of you?
Well, that doesn't give me much hope. If mine's all about decay and negative energy and all of that, I fear I'm never going to be able to find my friend. I've already lost a family member to these same things. I'm wondering if it's all for naught.
Well, I cannot tell you the future. That is still something that you must find yourself. Thankfully, you have the help of this young one. Well, with that, he looks up at the skies and he's like, well, it's a bit past my bedtime, and I was like, oh, and let me, your guy is waking up.
Oh.
So the guy is, let's see if the guy can get out of his restraints. He won't. So the guy starts waking up. What the hell are you guys doing? So he's all tied up. How did you tie him? You tied him behind his back, or in front of him, or hog tie, or how did we
to a tree? What do we do?
No, I think we hog-tied him.
Okay.
It's hot.
Hog tie.
Hog tie. Okay.
Kinky.
That was one of the options given to me.
Nice. So Homie the Skillet starts waking up, and so he's like, what the hell are you guys doing? Get me out of here!
Listen, it's a really bad time, okay?
Yeah,
You're going
this
through
is
some
like the
really
worst time.
personal shit for you to have to wake up right now.
You could have just killed me. Get me out of here!
You almost killed me. So.
It was kind of the idea. Come on, get me out of here.
Why did you attack us?
Why does anyone attack anyone? Get me out of here.
What? No.
So I'm gonna pull a dagger,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go. We can do this quick and easy, or we can make this very long
Yes,
and very difficult. You came from the city we were in and attacked us from behind. You're no mere bandits on the road. Now, who are you and who sent you?
I don't know her name. The lady in town said you guys had a huge rock or something worth a lot. I don't know.
I told you she was trying to rip us off.
Well, she would have given us the money and not send us to be killed.
Yeah, but she wouldn't give us what it was worth, clearly, if she sent someone to kill us.
So yeah, this guy's telling you that he was sent from I don't even know if I gave her a name or not. The jewelry lady trying to see if he can get a payday.
Oh man.
I rolled an 11
Directly
insight.
monetary.
Am I fairly confident that he's telling
That's
the truth?
probably what it was. Cut 2.
Oh.
Somewhere else in the forest. A dark-robed, metallic-masked individual that we all have come to know as Devar Drath. He makes his way into a clearing through the trees. It's him and two of his minions that he's been traveling with. As they get to this clearing, the two minions, they kind of stay at the tree line, and he continues on into this clearing. From his pocket, he takes out a handful of little stones. Most of which are red rubyish kind of little stones. And he takes one out, puts the rest into his pocket. And then he just holds it in his hand, and he extends it out. The ruby starts to kind of levitate and spin around, and it shoots up into the sky, almost as if to become one of the stars itself. You see this red speck fly up into the sky, and then this tiny little red dot starts, it almost seems like it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until there's like this red mist almost right in front of him. Once this mist appears, it's probably about 5-ish feet in diameter total. Once it appears in front of him, he takes a knee, kneels down, and he bows his head. And he says, "What is thy bidding, my master?" All we hear are these whispers. Just can't make out any discernible language. And he says, "I believe we are on the correct path. However, the chromatic's progress is much slower than previously anticipated. Yes, I am privy to the party of 5 and their whereabouts." The whispers, they get more aggressive, almost like it's yelling at him. "I understand these gifts you have bestowed upon me are not without their cost, but I believe our objectives are aligned. The boy is the key, but he is never alone." Those whispers, they kind of calm down, and the light from this mist kind of dwindles just a little bit. "It shall be as you say, my master." And that's what we're ending for today.